to the audience what's in its inner workings. And that idea that they're full steam ahead and they cannot look back for emotional reasons, but they're full steam ahead in the way also this country came to be, settled and industrialized. And it felt like such an amazing opportunity to work on a piece that would so beautifully show what it's like, I think, for all of us to sort of be living in the discards of many, 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 many Meisner brothers. But I already got off topic. The thing about it's because I'm anxious. So the thing about this is that I did eventually knock on the door. It's an important piece of info. And then I had just the most sublime conversation with two people who wanted to talk about their piece, who wanted to have a conversation, ask questions. I felt like even in the room there was an opportunity to sort of riff and be curious about things. And I, being who I am, had brought all of my notes. I know some people say don't, but I want you to know I've been sitting here filling up this notebook, and these are some things that I want to talk about because I'll forget if I don't have it in front of me. And I left that meeting feeling like if that was the end of the road, that was just beyond a career high for me. Just to have the opportunity to sit and talk with these two. And I was sharing with my family the other day, it was kind of a perfect New York day in the sense that, I was taking the M train from Brooklyn into the city to have this conversation that was just filling me with so much joy and excitement. And then on the way back, I accidentally stepped on a rat. And I think that is what New York is. Sondheim, step on a rat.
Is there a musical in it?
This is a collaboration that I hope continues into the future, and maybe this is we just found the kernel of it. I just have one other question for you, my dearest. So you, as a producer of this event, me being that person, the producer, I really sort of drive home the idea of this is a concert, this is work forward, and Will, can you talk to me a little bit about, and for, I guess we don't have a ton of time, but just sort of encapsulate, if you can, sort of how this concept came from that, because it's actually quite organic. It's not something that's actually put on. So to be able to marry the Encores aesthetic with this piece, can you just talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the way I like to think about it is, all right, what are the ingredients, or what are the variables, or actually not what are the variables, actually, what is X, Listen, I took algebra twice, but I'm just going to go with it. But if I can define what X is, then I can work backwards and figure out, all right, what are the things that I need to accomplish that? So, of course, the wonderful thing about the theater is it's a live form. It requires your participation. And so we have this, it's like nesting dolls. There's the fiction that's happening on stage. There's the mode in which it's being performed, and then there's this larger piece of it, which is how that is then getting served out to you and where your participation comes. A show's there's not a show, it's 90% until y'all show up, and then it's something. And so some of the things I was thinking about was this idea of Wilson, and the way he's just turning straw into gold, but everyone opens their eyes and they just have bales of straw everywhere and no one to give it to, and they can't eat it and you can't, so that piece of it. So I started thinking about how what you hear is not what you see, or just that there's a juxtaposition there. There's the opportunity for a very strong juxtaposition. And then I took, what Annie was saying about a theatrical concert to heart. I just prefer, as a theater maker, to think about abundance over scarcity. No one will ever have enough time. No one will ever have enough money. No one has ever opened a show and said, do you know what? I had exactly the right amount of time, exactly the right amount of money, and I mean, I feel amazing. You know, that's never gonna happen. So we can move on from there. We're free of that. So my thought process was, what does 6 days of rehearsal, what is the thing that I can create that 6 days of rehearsal can support 100%? Because half measures, y'all, I mean, you know, you go to the theater, you know, you can taste it when you're like, that's spread real thin. And so I thought to myself, one of the first pieces of music that really like sang its song to me is Boca Raton. And I thought, my God, it's incredible the way we're watching this relationship devolve. I was saying earlier, it feels like chaos is eating chaos and making chaos, you know? But then what we're hearing is this like, good morning, America. You know, this like this whole other thing. And I thought, well, I would like to try and do Roadshow as a radio play. To start with a formality that would involve being on book, your music stand, and a mic, and then slowly over time degrade and destroy that. And what I was hoping it would do, and I feel like it has done, is it would allow 15 performers to show up for day one of 6 days of rehearsal and not spend their time learning, memorizing everything, but allowing this set of ingredients to be something that could be combined in different ways so that we could all enjoy what I understood it to be, a music-forward experience. And that's what I did.
And it works.